Hi, I'm Phil.
Hi, Phil.
And your name?
I'm Nancy.
Oh, nice to meet you, Nancy. So I'm just gonna let you know that I'm just gonna go over a confidentiality form with you. Do you know anything about confidentiality?
Just that, well, I guess, confident, just to be, I don't know.
Okay, well I'll go over the form with you. If you have any questions, you can just stop me at any time. So here at Addictions Inc. Counseling Services, it's a free voluntary program that provides individuals with one-to-one personal support from a counselor in training who is currently studying at the social service worker program. If you agree to participate in the service, we commit to do our best to try to assist you in working towards any goals you identify. However, please understand that while most individuals do benefit from our services, there are factors we cannot control. 4. Therefore, we cannot guarantee any circumstances will improve. The length of the involvement in the service is your discretion. We will commit to continue working with you as long as you feel it's being helpful. In addition, your involvement and the information shared with your counselor in training is confidential, meaning that your counselor in training will protect your personal information in all cases except for the following. Release of information form has been signed by you allowing personal information to be shared with a particular person, agency, or organizations. Information or a counselor in training is legally subpoenaed to the courts. You are suspected of being a risk of harm to yourself or other people. Any situation of suspected child abuse, neglect, or domestic violence will be reported to the local child protection services. Do you have any questions?
No?
Okay, if you don't mind, if you could just sign the release form.
Sure.
Thank you. That's great. So, what brings you in today?
Well, I don't want to be here. I don't believe I have a problem. So I just don't think that it's actually quite funny, really. Um, my husband thinks that I spend too much money, and all I'm trying to do is have a good time. And I have a family of 4 children, and um, this is really difficult for me. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
I'm trying to. I really love my family and really love my husband so much, but I don't understand what the problem is. I don't have a problem. I guess it's so difficult. I mean, I don't even want to be here. It's not even a problem. I just want to leave almost. I don't understand it. But I'm here because I love him, and I told him it's not going to change anything because, I don't see it being a problem.
Okay. If I could just recap a little bit with you here right off the get-go. You're saying that you're having difficulties with your spending. How so?
Oh, I don't have difficulty spending. I think I'm pretty good with my spending. I work.
Okay.
I make good money. My husband makes better money, so basically he kind of looks after everything at home, all the bills and the rent and the mortgage. Sorry, and yeah, any extra little things the kids need, and I kind of he likes it that I can work and just have extra money for myself. So I just his I guess his problem is I like to go to the casino
Okay.
and I like scratch tickets and I like you know playing blackjack and stuff like that. I love to gamble. I enjoy it. I don't think anything's wrong with what I do. Um, I go out and have it. I'm not getting into trouble. I'm not doing drugs. I'm not um, I'm not drinking every night. I'm not partying with my friends. I go to bingo every now and then with my girlfriends, but I really love the casinos. But the thing is, I have my own money, and he totally gets that. He understands that. He just thinks he calls it an addiction. Like I don't understand it. I know how some people could get. They're there. they're, putting all this money down, and then they win all this money, and then they use it again. But I go in, I could make like $500 turn into like $5,000.
Wow.
So it's, to be quite honest, an addiction to me is like if someone's going out and partying all the time, drinking and doing drugs, and now that's an addiction. Me, I just purely do it for self-satisfaction. I'm not bothering anybody. I clearly don't think I have an addiction.
Okay. Little bit of history. How long have you been doing this?
Gosh, we've been together we've been married for about, I'd say, close to 20 years now. I would say just over 20 years. But I mean, like I said, it's just, it's nothing serious. It's entertainment. It's like some people like to go to the movies. Some people want to go out and have a couple of drinks with their friends, or go to parties and stuff like that. But me, I just want to go to the casino, or the casino is the biggest thing for me. I love casino. However, like I said, I can go to bingo. If I don't want to spend as much, then I'll just go to bingo, or, when I'm out at the mall and I'm shopping for the kids or something, I'll see, the little wicket there with the scratch tickets. I gotta spend at least, a couple hundred there, because, I mean, they have the big money in there. A friend of mine actually won the big one. So, yeah, so mine's in there.
So, typically speaking, how many times a week do you do this?
I do pretty much, well, I kind of, when I get paid, and that's another thing, my job, they just don't understand, they don't see it either. I'll get paid, and then I'll put my money in increments. I will have set aside money for gambling at the casino, and money for my scratch tickets for the week, and money for bingo with the girlfriends. If we win, we go half. I mean, their husbands aren't bothered by their entertainment. So I just don't get it. I don't know.
So can I just replay a little bit here? So what it's sounding like to me is this is something that's daily. So you have your scratch tickets, you're going to the casinos, you're going to bingo.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, I mean, I don't have a problem. So it's just, sorry?
No, it's okay. Continue.
Oh, sorry. I don't think that I have a problem, because, like I said, it's just my self-entertainment. It's a self-entertaining thing. You know what? I don't ask for much. I'm not materialistic. I just like to have fun and actually make money doing it. What better thing to do?
And typically, how long are you spend at the casino, for instance? If you were to say go tonight, how long would you have been there for?
I'm actually going tonight. Well, I can't go tonight. I promised I was going to go. But I mean, I don't have a problem. But it's causing problems with my husband, and now my brother's involved.
Okay.
And my work now is involved. But I mean, if I was going to go tonight, because tonight would have been Double Aces night, because they have this whole, thing where you get a free T-shirt, and if there's like 10 of us, and whoever is on the longest, whatever, they can get big progress jackpot. So I thought, that would be really cool, but apparently, problem.
So I'd like to ask you, while all this is going on, where are your kids?
My husband has them.
Yeah.
Well, if he's not working, if not, then my brother or his wife will watch them, or we do have a sitter as well in case I want to go out and the sitter watches the kids.
Okay, so you're typically saying you're going out throughout the evenings, stuff like that. Is mom typically home during the week? Is mom putting them to bed, or is it dad putting them to bed?
I always make sure that I'm home. to give my kids a kiss goodnight.
Okay, so that you're going straight from work to the casinos to bingo.
Well, I will go home, make sure that they have supper, and then I leave usually. I'll get ready and then leave. But work I've been taking some days off work just to go to the.
Okay, so how's your employer towards that?
Well, I swear he knows my husband because it's as if they talk or something. They're like, oh, why are you taking all this time off? And, and I tell them that, I just need some self-care and everybody needs self-care. I just want to go out and that's my self-care. That's how I feel good by doing this.
Okay. And just kind of throw it out there a little bit. You're saying that you don't see it as being an addiction. I get that. So I look at it like this too. If you're an alcoholic, the alcoholic doesn't necessarily think they're an addict either. By having that beer at lunchtime, potentially missing work because they go on binges, typically speaking, stuff like that. What I'm hearing is I can kind of see what you're saying, but I think in some respects there's a little bit of an issue going. You're missing time off of work. You're out pretty much every night of the week. But I'm just throwing it out there. I could be totally off. I'm just kind of replaying what you've said to me. So, and your work, have they said anything to you about missing time? Because I know a lot of places.
Yes, they actually said, I actually got I've had 3 verbal warnings, and my 3rd written warning was just last week. And they said my last one is not going to be a warning, they're just going to let me go. And I keep trying to fight it, but they just don't understand. And, I mean, I don't tell them I'm going gambling. That's more the time that every time is usually I gamble, but I mean, again, that's how I feel fulfilled when I go and play those slots, or if I play blackjack, I get so excited, and it's like this rush that no drug could probably. Well, I mean, I've never done alcohol or drugs before, but I'm just saying, that high is just unbelievable.
Of course. And I mean, you really passionate, and you're like,
for sure. And I want to make more money because I want to take my kids to that Disney cruise they've been talking about for like months and years, and apparently they have like all this stuff on the ship, and it's just so. I just want to see their little faces just like shine and light up.
So that's where you're saying you turn your 500 to 5,000.
Exactly.
But on the flip side of that, what happens now? You're saying your husband has a decent job.
Mm-hmm.
He pretty much looks after all like the ins and outs of the mortgage and bill payments and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's paint a picture here. You go into work, and all of a sudden you've missed that last day. Now and you're dismissed. Now what do you do to have that freedom or playtime or to rush to gamble?
I've never really thought of that. Maybe borrow money from my girlfriends.
Well,
I don't know. I've never really thought of that.
Well, I mean, you can only borrow for so long, because then how are you going to pay back?
True.
Right?
That's true.
And I take it your husband's not going to be supporting you with going out every night to play your scratch tickets, to go to casinos, to go to bingo.
No, every time I walk by a place at the mall, he just rolls his eyes, and he just doesn't get it. But it's that extra money like that. It's so easy to be like, okay, there's this amount of money, and then you know, I can make it. I can triple that. It's just, I just have to buy that ticket, and
Oh,
it's just,
I can relate. I mean, it's a great feeling. I mean, I don't personally do it that often, but the odd time I'll get those little pull tabs or whatever, and
Nevadas.
oh, there you go. I've won $100 on them.
Right.
So I was like, wow. But
you know, there's 4 of those in one of those boxes, right?
See?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, there's a little bit of ins and outs that I figured out.
There you go. You got a sister.
Yeah. But my husband is very supportive otherwise. I mean, I love him to death, and this is why I'm here today, because we had a long discussion, and he's just, we started arguing, and we don't argue. Like, we don't argue at all. And he came up to me one night, and he's like, look, there's a problem. And basically, long story short, he said that he will basically pick up the kids and leave if I don't at least go and see somebody. And that's why I'm here today. Maybe you can enlighten the situation, or I don't know if you have answers, or I don't know. I don't even know why I'm here, but I'm here because I love him, and I will do anything for my family. And my brother, he's very supportive as well. We actually lost our house. That was kind of due to my gambling.
Okay.
But yeah, and I feel awful about that.
So that was something that, with your husband at the time, you couldn't kind of.
No, he was thinking of leaving me then, but he couldn't. He thought he would give me a chance to kind of. He thinks if I could talk to somebody, he would kind of help me out, and that could kind of help me out. But I couldn't go. So then now he said, this is it. I've lost my house because I gambled it away, the mortgage. And my brother's supportive. He's actually letting my family live there until we figure out something.
Well, I mean, I thank you for being so open with your honesty and everything like that. To me, it sounds like you have 2 really great support systems in place, which is fantastic. A family that loves you and will do anything for you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of looking at this, finding it a little hard, because you're saying all these positives about your family supports and everything's set in place, and yet here you are still kind of back doing the same things you were doing, even being written up a week ago.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I do understand, that my gambling I've chosen gambling over a lot of things, and it has taken a lot out of my family life, my family time, and my work life. I mean, when I get back to work, I'm so overwhelmed in everything. It causes more stress, which makes me think I have to go gamble, because that's what makes me feel. It's like a circle, It's like I get stressed right out that when I'm on my way home, I see the casino sign and I turn in, and I'm like, yeah, no, this feels good. But then when I lose all my money again, I gotta go home and explain to my husband that, I'm late because of the casino, and he's not happy about that.
Of course.
I don't like hurting my family. My family is very supportive, very loving. My brother is amazing. They want the best for me. I don't know, maybe.
Is there any pros you could see out of this?
Maybe there might be some sort of problem. Well, I never thought about that. I'm actually really thinking about that right now, and wow, that must be pretty stressful on everybody, and just to have mom home to kind of do something with my kids, probably just to the park or whatever. But they make me feel happy too. But now I'm thinking about how I'm putting myself in his shoes, and I haven't really seen any positives, but now I'm saying like, wow, he's really stuck by me, even though I've lost the mortgage to the house and my job. No wonder they're so angry. I mean, I just don't, I want to say I don't have a problem. I don't feel like I'm addicted, but
Well, what if, say, for instance, you're not going tonight, correct? So
No,
you said you agreed that you're not going to go tonight.
yeah.
So, but you didn't agree for tomorrow night. So, is that something you're contemplating doing? Is going tomorrow night? How do you think you're going to feel about not going tonight?
Well, tomorrow night was supposed to be, tomorrow night's like ladies' night, and we always we have dinner, and then me and the girls always go for bingo. We go to bingo,
Okay.
and that's usually like on those nights. So,
So that's one night.
but I mean, he is very upset. Like I've never seen my husband like this. He is totally like in despair. It actually hurts me to talk about it, because if I didn't see that it bothered him that much, I probably wouldn't be here today.
Right. So, is there maybe a way that you could maybe reduce the amount of times you go? Just, maybe show him that, okay, like tonight I've gone to counseling. Tomorrow night I go out with the girls, that's a weekly thing. But then the night after that, maybe you miss kind of going and you stay, perhaps do like a family event, maybe sit around watch some Netflix, pop some popcorn.
Oh, we've done that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've done that. We actually do that. And sometimes it's after you play TV bingo.
Okay.
You can buy the TV bingo cards at the corner store, and it's just fun, But I mean, we can probably do. I mean, my girlfriends don't gamble as much as me. There's times I go alone to the casinos and stuff. So yeah, I guess I could just hang out and watch Netflix, or
So maybe set up a kind of a pattern here that, you're still doing what you like, but it's not every night. You're not spending entire paychecks.
That's true.
Um,
I'm just afraid that feeling of self entertainment, or something there's like a void or something that I just need to. I can't describe it. It's almost like I have to do this to get that feeling of almost self-worth.
okay, I can totally understand that, where you're coming from on that. This is why you're here, which is fantastic that you're here. You're open to at least talking about. You think you don't have a problem. That's great. You seem somewhat apprehensive about not going out every night, which is it's a good start. It's a good start. I think to start building that relationship back with your husband. I think if by you showing him, well, not in his face or anything, but you come home from work, you didn't stop at the casino that night. You took maybe a different route home because you're not passing it. And then you're home spending time with the family. You're not running for the TV bingo. It's a matter of just.
Well, that's usually with my girlfriends.
Right.
When it's ladies' night, the TV bingo. But I mean, no, I mean I could spend more time at home. It's like I just gotta have it.
Of course.
I gotta have it. Like I just love it so much, and I feel so good when I have it. I feel like nothing else in the world matters. It just takes everything away. It's amazing. It's the greatest feeling. But then I have to come home, and then I've upsetted my whole family, and I've disappointed my brother, and and it disappoints me and it hurts me, and I just, I don't, I don't want to do that. I love them. Like, we're really, my brother and I have been tight for, since I can remember, and my husband is just amazing. Amazing father, amazing husband, amazing everything. He's great at what he does, and it kills me to see them so upset with me, and all I'm doing is like is trying to feel good.
And hence, that's an addiction. People who drink, they have the same cravings, they think the same way. But the drug addict, it's that very first time. Can I ask you, the very first time you went to the casino, did you win?
Yeah, I won $10,000.
Oh, that's fantastic. So I'm gonna just put it to you like this. So a person that uses, say, heroin, they shoot up that first time. They feel that euphoric, whatever it is, they get that rush, that high, and they're chasing that high. So that's the feeling they're getting every time that they go to shoot up. They're trying to get back to that original $10,000 win.
Wow.
So
I couldn't even imagine doing heroin.
I understand that. I'm just trying to put it into perspective that you can maybe see that you're saying you don't feel you have an addiction. However, from what I'm hearing, it sounds like you do. And I think honestly, it's not going to be just a matter of snapping your fingers and saying, well, I'm getting up out of this chair today, I'm going to walk out, I'll never do it again. By the sounds of it, you have a lot of fun with it, and you can make it fun. Gambling it can be fun. But when you're going out and you're doing it 5 nights a week, 7 nights a week, and you're chasing, it almost sounds to me like the fun's gone. You have the rush of going to do it, but you're not really getting things from it.
Right.
You're still going home not saying that you've fulfilled. You haven't felt fulfilled because you didn't bring home that $10,000 again.
Kind of. I just love the feeling, the rush. I love. It's not even, well, it is. It's about the money, of course, but it's that whole, like, when you see the wheels turning and it's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It's like, and it's just you. I don't know. I mean, it's just it's that feeling. My heart beats fast and it's so exciting, and it's what I love. Yeah. I mean, I do love my family more. But the positives, like you're asking, yeah, I mean, I have a great family and I love them very much, and I wouldn't want to ever hurt them, ever. And if, coming here made them feel better, this is why I'm here. I mean, I don't necessarily feel I have a problem, but I mean, where you're saying to me that it sounds almost like an addiction, you're putting it to me in a way that's helping me understand. Kind of makes sense, I just can't imagine. I know I definitely want to change. I definitely want to change. I just don't. I'm not ready to give it up or anything. I don't want. I don't want to. I can't promise I'm going to change, but I will do whatever it takes to not see my family like they are right now.
Well, that's great. So going forward from this tonight, this interaction, is this something that you feel could be somewhat useful to you, as opposed to making that turn, going into the casino? If you're kind of feeling like, oh man, I really got to get there, maybe make another turn, come back, maybe talk to myself or another counselor here.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that's one step too. I'm sure your family, your husband and your brother would probably most likely enjoy hearing that instead of going to the casino tonight, I went and talked to the counselor.
Well, just coming here today, I'm totally like, wow. You know, you put a lot of light into what the issue is here, and I'm definitely gonna. I can see myself change. I just don't know if it's gonna be right away. It's gonna be too hard to just. I just don't want to completely change, but I can see myself maybe
Of course.
later down the road.
Of
In about
course.
6 months or so, maybe.
But that's a good step. That's a good step.
I mean, I can definitely cut down because I know I'm hurting the people that I love. But,
So is that something we can say that you're going to commit to? That you're going to reduce the amount of time you're spending out at the casinos and bingo? Maybe walking the mall, you're not going to stop at the little kiosk?
I can see. I think I could control myself with that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that's great. That's great. So, how do you feel after this first kind of meeting? We're just going to wrap up here. So just to recap here, that coming through the door, you were a little bit reluctant about your thoughts.
Yeah.
I'm happy just through our talking here, you kind of seen a little bit of a change. You kept recognizing and talking so passionately about your family, who sound amazing, by the way. So, I mean, you have fantastic support systems in place. I mean, and you have the agency here as well. It's another support for you if you're really feeling that.
Okay.
So,
I would like to actually continue talking to you because I feel comfortable talking to you.
sure.
I was a little reluctant with that too because I didn't know how educated people were, and you know, I feel nervous just talking to a stranger about anything, and especially now that you put it in perspective that, you know, you always hear the commercials that, you know, gambling, you could have an addiction, and I never really thought that it was that bad, and now I'm kind of thinking, wow, you know, after this meeting today, that I understand that, well, who I'm really affecting, and I'm actually really affecting myself by it as well. I mean, I really did a lot of damage. And I'm lucky because I still have my family behind me, which a lot of people probably wouldn't. So thank you, I mean, for putting that in perspective for me.
Well, you put it in perspective yourself. I was just merely chatting with you. And like I say, sometimes it is easier maybe to talk to a stranger or a counselor because when you friends and family and stuff like that, of course they're going to want to be very subjective. They want to do what's best for you. And a lot of times people don't want to hear that from a family member because it's like, yes, I know I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm doing it. And that's all it takes sometimes is maybe just a third party just to hear it and be like,
Wow.
But I'm happy that you've recognized, and it's not saying it's going to be easy by any means. You know, there's going to be days where you're going to be like, man, I just really want to go do it. And if that's that one day out of a week, hey, that's fantastic. You're doing it one day at a time.
I think I can do that.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
So, looks like our time is up, and I appreciate the fact that you came in to talk tonight.
Thank you so much. I mean, you have no idea how much you've helped me so far.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.